JJ's Productions. Let's start this thing.
Hello there. Okay, game time. So I'm a little bit ahead of my flick climb hour. You know, I could do a battle now, but we'll just hold it for now. My main thought is I have not done my TB today, so let's just crack on with some of that. Okay, what have we got? No stars. Priority mix, then light side. Okay, so we're not there yet. Right, let's just do some CMs though. I mean, I can't do this because I haven't taken Marin up to Relic 7. That's sad. We can do this though for Lord Vader. I'm curious if the new Darth Vader would actually make this better. There is Death Mark in his kit. Just in terms of being able to use Lord Vader somewhere else. Probably not, but something. Alright, ouch. Just dawned on me as well, I could have put Scorch in here. I think Dathomir would go on everyone's, like, least favourite planets in Rote. It's like... I don't know about anyone else, it just feels time-consuming. It probably isn't as bad as I feel either. That's the weird thing. Just in case it feels bad. Yeah, no such luck getting these out, I think. I mean, we got a call. Would be nice if we could get him out to get, before the ult, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. Yeah, back again. Alright, let's see if we can get the zombie out at least. There we go. Right. Two endless horde, is it? Yeah. I wasn't sure if I did merciless wrong then. Alright, we might actually be able to get a kill here. Alright, so now it's just, can we kill the zombie? Nope. This is a very annoying zombie. Again, as well, this is where Relic Delta won't play a part for me, because it's like... It's Relic 7, 7, 8, and 9. And 7 there, but it would be 9 for Scorch, but... The point being, as things stand, there wouldn't be any power differential. Now sure, if you've got a full Relic 9 Lobata team, this is a piece of cake. Well, maybe. I'm trying to remember what it is Vader's ult needs, and I'm sure it's debuffs, isn't it? Alright, daze them. Well, they're already dazed, but do it again. Alright, let's just watch them all die. Yeah, it's a shame that Sister's just hiding a little too well. There we go. I was worried we weren't going to get there before the ult ended. Alright, next up. Oh, this one. Alright, so yeah, we use this weird team. I have to remember how I do it. That's it. Let's make sure Malak keeps taunting, or at least try to do that. Alright, that's good. Death mark. Come on. Death mark it is. Oh, you git. Alright, we've got shock, but we're dead. And we're back. Let's put some linked out, because I know that that's affecting us. I don't want to use the special, so I'm just going to stick to the basic for now. Similarly, I'm doing it here. We'll put that... Put the med pack on Malak. I'm trying to think who could benefit in the short term from it. Let's go here. Malak would benefit next time from the tank tech in the sense he's got full health and protection. Well, he's got protection. Oh, okay, that was a waste. Great. Feels like whack-a-mole with what at this point? Oof. Alright, they're back again. Let's just leap the leader this time. That's why I like saving it. Again, med pack on Malak. Just try and get this zombie down. Oop, not who I meant, but that's good. Right, Death Marks kicked in. We can use the Revan specials a bit more liberally now. Okay, mallet down. Let's put that on Revan and hope he doesn't die straight away. Ugh, okay. And so we get the leader out and then at least we can fear the whole team when we use it. Again, med pack there. And just hanging there, cool. Bit of doubt, lovely. Oof, okay, one of the, well, two of them down. Well, we might as well put it on to Malgus. He's got some bonus protection as well, or protection up, one of the two. Which one is it? Protection up. Right. I don't want to link, so we're just going to do that. Yeah, just basic. Med pack. And go on, we'll drain. Get some protection back on everyone. In a way, it might be beneficial doing the weapon pack on C, just so he's got the heal move more regularly. Yeah, I think we do that. Just see how it goes. Plus, he is, at the moment, more survivable. Great. Alright, again, we've got protection up, so that's decent. Put that back on Malak. I feel like we're actually getting into the swing of it a bit. It's not perfect yet, obviously, because we've still got a long way to go with this zombie, but it's something. This is what I was talking about, though, with the idea of Ralix just being fairly inconsequential. I've got two R9s in here and an R7, or two R7s, so it's like, it could help a bit, but I'm not expecting a massive difference. Let's link this initiate for a minute. Just get the protection off of anything. He's nearly got his ult, so that's not bad. Okay, apply that to Malak. Yeah, C's ult's nearly there. Alright. Let's aim at the spirit. Ooh, wow. Alright, not bad. Let's just do that for now. Oh, I thought that was a kill shot. Yeah, that's irritating. I won't save the ult for the next wave, but at least with how it is right now. Trouble is I'm running out of time to benefit. This is where I could do a Bastler also at R7. There we go. We'll just base it for now because I want to make sure we can link. Let's go for Spirit. Can we shock over here? Cool. There we go, 1. And we will go for Spirit just for the fact that that is another damage dealer. Okay, so we do lose the protection recovery doing that, but we should be okay just because of that. Alright, it's pretty cute that Daka thinks she can heal. Okay, let's pop that back on Malak. Pop that back on Malgus. Yep, Daka's still being cute. Yeah, still got to turn for the big kapow pow. I think putting it on C was the right call though. I don't even think it sped up his ult. I think it just meant that we were able to heal the team a bit more with his first special. Alright, Afra. I'm looking forward to IG90. I mean, I've always liked my Afra team, so I feel like IG90 will just make a very smooth addition to the team. I was going to say, we should have an AoE. Yeah, BT just goes crazy. Go on, call BT to assist. Alright. They knew who to go for. We've got quite a few turns until we get a revive. That'll do. Two out of two. And GG's kind of important here. I've tried not using him in the past and it goes very differently. I feel like GG just gives that a little insurance of bonus turns. Oh, I thought Slacker... Ooh. I thought Slacker was struggling there. He is struggling. Oof. Okay, that's not good with 9 to go. I probably should have short ulted at this rate. Yeah, let's just short ult. Alright, we're in wave 2 at least. That was not looking good. Okay, let's poke that. Right, that's not fun in terms of them gaining... Well, I wouldn't even say gaining, because they probably weren't below 100% health, but you know what I mean? You don't want Taliesin to get a kill. Just on principle. You prefer crew lead? Oh, I haven't heard of that one. I'm trying to think what crew lead's benefit would be. It's been that long since I've used crew lead. Ugh. Okay, ult. Alright, we got through it. A little bit dicey with Slacker going down a couple of times. Didn't like that. Yeah, 40% critical damage and plus 30 speed. Whenever first order ally scores critical, it gains 20% turn meter. Okay, so that makes sense. I assume you want to have hooks in there, though. Or is it the idea that it doesn't matter because you just gain that much turn meter, you just don't stop? Well, actually, I'm saying that, but it's not even hooks, is it? It's trying to think of the ability for Slacker. Yeah, because that'd be the reason why I would be cautious of it. But yeah, that does make sense if you're looping and you can't actually get a hit. You can't get hit in. Yeah, fair enough. Genuinely not something I've heard of, but hey, you learn something new. Right, I feel like I'm in a bit of, if not full auto territory now, I'm in the easy territory. When I say to myself I'm going to do some TB on stream before I do my GAC, starting with Dathomir is like, it's like pulling teeth. It's not something you want to be doing. So yeah, at least Tatooine's a bit more straightforward. I'm annoyed that they haven't put Silvo on a farmable node. I know it was by accident, but it's one of those where I'm like, I'm trying my best to get these characters farmed up, and it's like, could you really not have just kept it as you normally do? Right, so you just focus on the stuns and the basic? I feel like I need to up my first order relics on this account anyway. Oh, sorry, this account's my only account now, but I don't have hooks at R6 or 7, so I'm always using Kylo Ren in the team. And yeah, it never feels as smooth. Partly because you don't really want to use his abilities, you just want to stick to basics. But saying that, in your comp it wouldn't matter because you'd gain your turn meter anyway. This one's not difficult, but it just it takes a minute. I feel like there could be some form of nursery rhyme made up around it, like, how many dots does it take? Hondo did shove himself in affairs in this TB, didn't he? I'm still bugged at the young Lando mission. Yesterday I did forget to bring Slacker with me. Just meant I had to try Love Vader again, and I'm like, no. I could have probably given Rey a go, but Rey tends to get 1 out of 2 waves. The only thing I've heard that's fairly consistent on that node is Ahsoka. I know you don't have to use bounty hunters, but I just feel like that this team makes the most sense. At least with what I've got. I mean, I could probably do something weird, but like maybe Treya, for instance, but it's like, why not just use bounty hunters because they all work together? I mean, I do play manual, but it's not like the longest of the battles, you know? we had those kits last night, and I did read them. I feel like even now, though, I'm still sort of digesting the potential. I mean, I like the sound of them all. None of them are like, eh. Arguably, the one that had the most reaction like that was Yoda and Chewie. Just because I'm not seeing what that can do yet. You know, maybe there'll be something there that I'm just not visualizing, but the others I think have all got some merit. I mean, I think Inquisitor Barris is going to be more for players who've not got Grand and Raver, outside of 3v3 anyway, but it could still have some potential. I saw the clip of Spider-Leg Mall last night. I do echo the thoughts of, I imagine the animation team have had a very tricky time working out how to animate him so he doesn't clip through other units. Let's do that. Okay, he's had a snack. We're going to make him bring it back up. Okay, we did lose Bam properly this time. We're okay, though. Genuinely, this would be a mission I'd be annoyed to lose. I was trying to think then, which way do I want to do this? Because I feel like the breach is helpful if it's not on the target I might kill. Well, I'm sure Second Sister comes in and cleanses anyway. See, that's what I was kind of thinking about. Right, contract acquired. There's the Second Sister, but it doesn't matter. Okay, it's a bit of a bummer if we had lost the Retribution, which thankfully Punishing One didn't. Okay, so I'll save Raver for a minute. Let's get over here. We can't do the Wookiees. Let me think. This one is Mara Jade, so I think I do... Yeah, I do Rebels. And I'm pretty sure this is full auto. I saw something earlier about Cassian. I don't know if it's going to play into today's GAC, but I'm going to keep it in mind. It's to do with Hondo. Right, perfect timing. Let's just make sure they target Mara, because I know the AI can be a bit funny about swapping around and going through wherever they want. Considering Mara can pretty much one-shot anyone, then I think it's worth getting her out. Alright, another ult incoming. Nice and straightforward. Down here. Let's bring in Mace. I know Mace gets a lot of stick, and I do think some of it is warranted in terms of how power creeps kind of made okay characters feel not great. But I will give him his due. The team is decent in TB. I've even found him okay in Conquest. You know, PvE-wise, they seem to be doing pretty solid. It's just PvP they're lagging behind a bit. I mean, the big thing for him in TB is the fact they can prevent revives. Ooh, saying that, that's a bit dicey. It's funny, I praise him and then he goes very low on health. It's like, don't let me down, Mace. Is that demoralized, that debuff? I can't remember what they call it. Low morale. Similar. Demoralized is Gideon, isn't it? Yeah, again, nice and straightforward. Can't say I like this fleet battle. I always feel like it can go either way, and I'm hoping Rogue One will help, but I'm also not expecting it to do much. I dislike how the basic, you can only basic at the start with Profundity. It's like, I don't know why they've done that. What have I done to deserve starting on cooldowns? Okay. That's a lot of formation. Let's do that. I was hoping we could get Dispel off. There we go, that was what I was hoping for off Falcon. As much as I don't like the idea of the TIE fighter hitting with formation, I was more worried about Vader. Yeah. Let's just do that so that when we've ulted, we've got a little bit more offense. Okay, let's bring in Biggs. Get rid of Scythe. Yeah, I should have gone for Ty then, or Ty Vance, but whoops. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, Kashyyyka's done, because I also can't do this. I need to up the relics on Saw. And probably someone else, if I'm being honest. Alright, we've done Tatooine, or at least bar the Raven mission. So yeah, just do Zepho. Ufus. I genuinely don't know who I want this on. I'm going to put on Fulcrum for the time being, but I don't think it's the best call. Alright, can we just do that there? Just debuff them. Steal whatever buffs we can. Let's hit this one. Let's put this on Ben now. Ooh dear, that was a bad choice. I was thinking I'll put it on Ben because Ben's probably got the better damage output amongst this lot, but yeah, that felt foolish. Alright, that should kill the... Oh, it didn't. Wow. I was hoping it'd kill that one. Alright, we'll whirlwind just to try and get that out. There we go. Alright, I'm grateful Cal stepped in with that. You gotta love a passive. Alright, stop me alarm. Again, we'll pop that on Ben. I feel like I underestimate the K2s a bit here, or the K-axes. I don't know why, because I know that they're a menace. It's just, I feel like the Purge Troopers and the other waves give me cause to, you know, treat them with respect. Okay, it's in the red. Oh, it was in the red. Okay, K2 or KX down. Just save our specials. Wow, that barely did anything. Yikes. I didn't want to be using specials, but they've kind of got annoying. I mean, look at that. 2 ults, a whirlwind, and this trooper is still hanging in here. I mean, I'm worried in case I lose Ray. I'm gonna have basic get some health back. There we go. Die, please. Thank you. I mean, it's not a great state to be going into with the walker. Yeah, let's just heal up Ray. We need Cal to hang around because I feel like he gives us survivability in this wave. Right, can we... Blind is nice. I'm not sure how much it works here. It works fair enough, it seems. Whirlwind is okay. Let's pop that on Cal. Like I say, I feel like we need him to hang around. Again, pop that on Ray. She obviously needs to hang around. I'm not diminishing Seer, but I just feel like she's maybe got this in her, which I don't think does a lot. No, 8,000. Oh, okay. Xiong in. Because of the GAC Omicron, I can't remember exactly how Ray-Ban works outside of GAC. But I assume she was safe as long as he was there, but... Still. Alright. Ooh. That was weird. I bounced out. Okay. Light side neutral, so I use CLS here. Now, we actually get to see the CLS squad with the new face models. I mean... CLS, he looks great now. Han looks great. I'm not sure what they were doing with Chewie. You look at the 3PO and Chewie model next to the Chewbacca model. I can't fully say I get it. Maybe there was something they were going for, but I'm not sure they hit the mark. Anyway, let's go in. Right, I'm trying to think how I do this. I think we stun this one first, don't we? Then... Okay. Ooh, ooh. Don't go too cray-cray. I was going to say I won't remove Termis from this one pronto. Blind. Okay, we didn't get blind on everyone. I was going to say, I think they've all got a stack of translation. Let's control this thing. Shrug. That's it, dispel there. Can we remove some turn meter? Ooh, 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 ooh. Be careful, be careful. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. You know what, we're going basic just to try and keep the blind on 3PO and Chewie. This one's got a bit of turn meter in the ear. Let's try and knock it back. And we'll do that just for assists. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Blind, please. Blind. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, I haven't had a good time with this mission in the past, so I'm just glad that wave 1 went smooth. I know you have to have stuns when you kill these things. In my defense, I wasn't sure if that was for all the waves. Alright, that's blind, but these two aren't. That is not ideal. Ooh, don't kill. Great. Base it. Shrug. Might as well do that for giggles. Let's call CLS in for an assist to try and remove turn meter. base it. There we go, that's a stun. Blinds are nice. Nice. There we go. Again, I've had bad luck in the past with this, so I'm happy with that. Okay. This is the last character CM I do. I saved the clones for tomorrow. I don't know if I can do this on auto or not, but I'd rather not just in case. I feel like Ezra gives you that insurance you could probably auto it, but again, I don't want to take chances. Okay, my last special was the armor shred, so I'm going to do that. And let's put this on the Purge Trooper. There's something I like about that, the fact that he counters and calls assists. It's got a nice little chain to it. I feel like I'm being a grumpy old man complaining about the idea of forced leaderships, but I can't say I'm a fan of this CM for that reason. It's like, I know it might have been a reason that why they wanted people to have the Gen Knight Cal lead on me, but it's just that bit of me looking at it and going, I've got to use him, have I? It's like, come on, really? Again, I could probably do this without manually playing it for all I know, but last thing I want is to mess it up. I was late doing my CMs in Wave 1 as well, so I haven't even got my max score this week. Let's just send that in, why not? Oh, okay, chill. Just felt like they got a little bit angsty then. Okay. A bit of armor shred never hurt anyone. Let's pass that back to Ezra. I would have liked it if Ezra had some synergy with his younger self, even if it was more like a, you probably don't want to do this, but if you do, you get this. You know, like, I don't know exactly how to put it more eloquently, but it's a bit like how in the, I'm trying to remember, there was a character that was released yesterday, it might have been Vader, and they made a reference saying, oh yeah, we wanted to just throw a few things into his kit to show where he's been and where he goes. You know, and I was like, it would have been nice if there was something like that with Ezra, where it's like, okay, there's still a bit of that where, you know, maybe you could see him working with Ezra Bridger. You know, would have been nice, but I get why it didn't work, or why it didn't happen. Alright, let's keep you stunned, because I don't want you popping off. You know, that resilient defense buff, it's really popped up since Mace first got it. It still feels weird in the sense of like, okay, so I've got a taunt, but it's not really a taunt. Alright, let's just cool you down a minute. Armor Shred there. Right, and we get a nice insta-kill there, and hopefully take this purge out. Cool. Yeah, you look at them territory points, it's why you've got to play it out, it's not worth gambling on it. Alright, last one, Fleet. I haven't actually got a Negotiator Fleet preloaded, so I'm going to have to select. How annoying. If I remember right, this is the one... Oh no, I'm thinking of Castle, I think. I think Castle's the one that's annoying. It's essentially the one that increases cooldowns when you use specials. I think this one's more straightforward. Maybe I'm remembering it right, because... Yeah, whenever a ship uses a special ability, yeah. So I was right, it's this one. Okay, let's just get this hyena down, I guess. Alright, I've got 2 ability blocks. So naturally we're going to have increased cooldowns. Let's just stick that on there for now. That's fine. A little bit awkward this. Let's bring in 5s. Ugh. No bueno. There we go, that should be a win. I'm not sure why 5s was taunt. Oh, 5s was taunting because of the TB thing, wasn't it? I don't know what you call it, where there's the defense and offense mechanic, but cool. Alright. So, deploy mix to 350. What's that at currently? 346. So by the time I do a quick remod, it'll probably be there. And we're also into fleet climb time. Yay. I mean, again, for what it's worth, I'm sure I don't need to win this. You know, if it's more that thing, if you don't want to be the one in the guild who doesn't do the Raver mission. You know what I mean? It's not like I've got an imperative need to do it. Not to mention, I could do a shard shop currency. The lack of data cache right now is doing my nothing. Right, let's just claim this. There is that bit of me that sees Marok there, and I'm like, could I just throw you in? But I've got no idea how we'd play with that in Omicron. Something tells me he probably would help, but I don't know enough about him. Let's heal up from there, I guess. No high stacks of purge, so we'll just basic. I am grateful that they keep the Jawas in the same position every time. It would be annoying if they were constantly moving around each time you attempt the mission. It's only a small detail, but it's like, for muscle memory, it's good. Okay, might as well do that. Alright, nice and straightforward. It's the kind of RNG you want. Okay, nearly done. So we deploy in TB, and then I'm just gonna have to dip between Fleet Climb and GAC. Shouldn't take too long, that. I think I was 12th or something, wasn't I? So what about 3 battles? Alright, let's log back in. Oh, hang on 1 second before I do. Let me try this. Okay, let's do it then. I don't know if we've managed to do the platoons that were being asked. Let me double check that. I think they were done, but we'll double check in case I've got something. Yeah, 6 out of 6 and light side. Yeah, I thought they'd be done, but I was like, I saw something before I came on. I forgot to follow up on it, so I thought we'll check just in case. Alright, and one quick check here because I didn't read it again. 350, so we'll do 3 mil. Which, with the greatest respect, is a kind of pain because it means it costs like 3 million worth of tunes, but let's do it. What's the pound to a penny? Someone else is doing the same thing right now and beats me to it. To 350, there we go. Then light side to 390. Right, I'll... Okay, I'll come back and deploy in a minute once I've had a nudge that it's unlocked. Let's go. Let's hit Belladonna. Alright, nice full auto. I do wonder if the game being on PC as well now, if that's impacted any of the decisions that CG have been making in terms of, like, you look at the character models that they did yesterday and I'm like, they do look very well suited to a PC screen, you know? They're not like... I don't want to say... They aren't basic, you know? They have got a bit of complexity to them, so it's like... I could easily believe they're saying, right, we can afford to put these in now, and maybe if there is something that's a little complex, phones could probably handle it now. I was going to say, bring it in. I am confused at that though. Maybe I'm missing something, but why is Mark 6 at 90 stacks of Devouring Swarm? Like, it gains 20, is it, for each reinforcement before it comes in? No, it's not 20, is it? Well, 20 including itself, so essentially if it's the second reinforcement, it's 40, which is an insta-kill. But it is the second reinforcement, so why is it that high? Unless I'm missing Scimitar coming out, but why is it bringing Scimitar out? I don't know. It's a sign I wasn't concentrating on the battle there, but... oh well. Okay, so as I said, we're going to just do a bit of bouncing back and forth between GAC and Fleet, just until I've hit rank 1. Also just going to deploy to the light side planet. Here we go. Okay. So, GAC. We're up against Trigun. I like the sound of the name, I'm not going to lie. It's got a nice ring to it. Now, I've got the entire bracket from Hot Utils that I was just going to show, but I thought, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just do the bracket screen I always show. So, let's bring it up, and let's go here. Okay, so, and I'm saying that, let's zoom in a bit as well. Get the right guy on. So, Trigun's guild is SWGOH SPA Senya. Alright, if there's a pun there, I don't know what it is. GP 13.3 for me, 14 for them. Zetas, they're ahead. I'm 361, they're 404. They're ahead on Omicron, 61 to 74. They've got one more GL than me. I'm assuming that's Ahsoka, so we haven't got to worry about Hondo today. Ralix 281 to 300, fair play. Break that down some more. Relic 9s, they're ahead of me 17 to 30. Relic 8s, they're ahead of me 21 to 33. Relic 7s, they're ahead 98 to 105. I've got the lead on the 5s, 94 to 89, but to be honest, considering the other 3, I'm not surprised. They've got more 6-dot mods than me. They're ahead on the 25 pluses. I'm 119, they're 128, so it's not the biggest gap, but it is still a gap that's notable. 20 pluses, 362 to 402, so again, a pretty big gap. And 15 pluses, 546 to 690, so again, not good. They got more datacrons than me. So yeah, not a lot of positives I can pull out of this, sadly. Just checking what they've got. I mean, let me just double check the mods. Yeah, I'd say, depending on the health pool, that looks decent. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to skim this as quick as I can, but at a glance, I would say they're in line with everything I'd expect. The right mod sets, the right stat targets thereabout. Maybe Crosshair's a bit slow, but if they're not using new bad batch, it doesn't matter. Not a crazy fast Ezra, but again, Datacrons are kind of throwing that to the wind right now. I did see they got Relic 9, Death Trooper ready and Night Trooper. Yeah, very fast Great Mothers, so I assume they're aware of the Great Mothers counter for Ahsoka. Very fast C-3PO. Alright, so let's open Quigbot. I did a plan for this round before I actually... Okay. I did a plan for this round before I actually saw the defense, so I haven't actually checked the defense, if that makes sense. So this is what I put in based on what my opponent had done before. Now, I have tried to update this, but for some reason it's not going with it. So I am going to try and update it again, but I think it's having a bit of a funny on it. It might be because I've already used it. Maybe I need to bin the plan. Which I wouldn't be against. Alright, let's see if that works. Okay, it has put things in, so that's decent. Okay. I was thinking more about my defense as much as anything, because then I know what I've got available. Alright, so I have really switched things around, which we're going to see. Well, actually, let's show my board first of all. Oh yeah, of course. I forgot. Well, while it's reloading, we've got a Rey. We've got a Queen Amidala with Salty Cron. We've got Lord Vader. We've got Ahsoka with Ezra. It's got a Weakiest Ally, 20% turn meter, so no Great Mothers are eligible. We've got Slacker with a Slacker Cron, which I haven't actually seen. Until I saw this on his list, I was like, oh, I didn't even know Slacker got a Cron this cycle. Yeah, Ninth Sister Cron. We've got Saw with a Vandor Chewie Cron, is it? No, Veteran Smuggler Chewie Cron. Wrong Chewie. And Trench. Okay. Now, my defense. I've really tried to switch some things out this round. Notably, I have placed Leia on defense, which I have not done in a long, long time. My thought process was, as much as I valued Leia as an offensive team, I wanted to mix things up, most importantly, but also I felt like I needed to put something down that was more of a challenge to my opponent. So I thought, as much as I really would like her on offense, I thought what other options I've got for defense weren't as strong as Leia. So it was that weighing up of, do I put her down and hope I can cope without her, or do I keep her on offense and try to muddle some together that might not hold? So that was the thought process. We got Adrad down. I have not placed it all season, so I figured let's throw it down. Omega, it has got a protection up Crom, so nothing too fancy. And we got Gas with offensive speed and loads of armor pen. Just thought, I hope that isn't... Oh, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we got Great Mothers down this time. With all the Ahsoka Crons, or the 2 meter for Ahsoka, I thought, what's the point of having Great Mothers on offense for that purpose? So I thought, we're going to throw them on defense for the round, see how it plays out. So, at the very least, it might just catch a stray, but I'm not expecting much. Love Vader again, nothing too fancy here. We've got Slacker again. We haven't got the decent level 9, which I'd like, but we have got, well, we haven't even got a decent level 3, but we have got the level 6, which is probably the important bit for what we're trying. And we got Raver, so we got the good level 6, good level 9. Okay, so let's plan the actual defense, and also let's just check our fleet battle while we're here. Yeah, we got another one lined up. Let's go for 5. Okay, they go first, so just got to play it manual until Scimitar comes in. Okay, so that's Fury class, then Leviathan enter. Alright, sweet. Let's bring this back up then. So, it really does feel like a very wild plan I've gone for in terms of, I've got Rey on offense, which is something I very rarely do. I feel like I need to find a use for her. But I was thinking, Rey's just kind of getting walked over by Sia Malako, so I wanted to... Well, not just that, I also had... let me just bring this up this screen. I also did have Saw on defense, and I saw he was getting stomped as well. So I thought, let's take Saw off defense. So I thought, let's just try and make sure there's less of these 58 banner battles for them. But yeah, it does still throw up curveballs in the sense of what are we actually going to do. For this, I feel like we're still safe with Ufus, but this is probably the better use for Sia. So, filter out the unusable. Let's go with that. And Datacrons. Ray Scav. Let's go with it. Okay. A little bit of a funky one considering Sia, Rey, and Cal will probably go before Taran and Starkiller, but we'll work it out. Plus, they should still take the first turn. For Saw, we're going to use Balin. Balin had been on defense, but again, I wasn't feeling it. I felt like it was just getting a bit stomped by JML, so I thought, let's switch that up. Let's put something else down. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We could probably go with less than that, but I don't want to take chances, so save squad. There we go. And let's pop it in. Datacrons. Marok. There we go. Slacker. I genuinely don't know what I want to do with Slacker. A bit of me is tempted to try and mirror, but I know that that could get very awkward. I think I did try Ray in Squad Arena recently, and it didn't play nice at all. I don't really trust JMK in that situation. It's just dawned on me Slacker is on defense as well, so my options are limited. Let's see what counters are available, like what's had good success. Kenobi 66. Yeah, I really do wish I could filter this a bit more accurately. I think the best way to do it would be to actually look at this guy's history. So if we go to this first round where he did actually get attacked a bit. Someone tried Kenobi and did lose. Did they get anything out? They got all but Slacker out. What did they clean up with? Afra. And the thing is, they got higher relics than me, so that's concerning. Sorry, I knew this would be done, so I was just like, how long have we got left? 4 minutes. Okay. Part of me is thinking, do we do Kenobi and clean up with Rey if needed? But I mean, the level 9 for Slacker is quite good. I'm actually surprised people haven't been at least using it as a plan B, if you like. I mean, if he has 100 or more stacks of Siphon, he ignores Stealth and Taunt during his turn, which I can't remember exactly if the Ignore Taunt's probably irrelevant for Darkside Rey, but ignoring Stealth is good. I'm pretty sure she doesn't apply that. For every 20 stacks of Siphon he has, First Order allies gain 10% defense and Hellsteel. That's like, eh. Okay, defense isn't bad, but the Hellsteel's a bit meh. Yeah, in principle, it's a decent Cron, especially when you got the armor pen there as well. You see, my concern is if I threw Rey at it, even if I put Ezra Exile in there, I think I'd just struggle to get them all down. So I feel like it's got to be Kenobi. But also, you kind of got to play Whack-A-Mole like you did in the Darkside Raycron era. Saying that, though, because that used to be able to win, you'd think it'd stand a chance here. I wouldn't say they had a great level 3 either. So maybe we do give it a go. Let's see what our Cron options are if we go Alignment Light side. That one is where I'm looking. Not necessarily the crit chance though, so we got another one similar. Yeah, I think it's got to be that Rose one. Even though I'm not particularly a fan of the stats, I'm thinking, let's give it a go. Alright, Trench. I saw there that Mace worked, and I'm like, okay, that's interesting. But my thoughts are the Gungans. They just tend to swamp Separatists, so I'm happy to give that a go. That's the one I like. Alright, Move up to this wall. Let me just check the time on here. 1 minute 54. Ray, with what we've done so far, I don't really want to try Queen again, but I'm fearing we might have to. Yeah, it's feeling like Queen might be the one there. That is crazy. If we do Queen, we could do... I suppose we could do that. For taking on their Queen. I mean, Treya I don't trust. Ugh, I really don't be using C. I feel like we've got a few teams around that I haven't used recently, like, I just saw the tune and it made me think of it, like Saw. But I don't know what Saw beats on offense. I'll have to have a think on it. Let me check the time again. We're on 8 seconds, right? I do feel like I've made a tricky defense for my a tricky offense for myself here. I mean, to an extent, I don't mind it because it means I've buffed up my defenses a bit to compensate. But it also does mean I've got a challenge to get through his walls. I mean, I'm planning the north wall as well, but if the back wall's got anything strong, we may have to adjust. I'll say strong, anything in particular strong. Alright, we can full auto again. I think temporarily I'm going to put Treya there just for the fact that even though I'm not convinced about it, I'm like, it's probably the best thing I can just put there for now. We can use that as well, I think. Love Vader. I feel like Love Vader will need the... I'm trying to think what cron you call it. The Rolocron. So I think we do that for now. And then Ahsoka, my thoughts are Seabane. And we go Darth Vader Cron. Just stat-wise, boost out. Am I confident in that? Not entirely. It's a Relic 7 and 8. And I'm thankful Relic Delta isn't a thing, because C would get hurt a bit with that. But it's about the best I can think with what we've got. So yeah, I think the south wall, the trick is going to be Kenobi. Well, Kenobi versus Slacker. If we can get a one-shot with Kenobi, great. If it takes more than one, we'll clean up with Rey. But then that also does mean I've used a GL where I really wouldn't want to. I've also got JML just hanging around as well, so that is another option. So yeah, let's get in. Let's see how it goes. So one. This is where I could do with creating custom squads. 2, 3, 4, 5. And it was this one, I think? Yeah. Okay. This one does worry me. I can't cover it up in any better way. It's not the way I'd like to have done this battle. I think I'm actually going to put that on Mace for the time being. My thoughts were they got damage immunity, so I wasn't sure on the merit of just going for them. Let's just base it. Okay, so Ahsoka's not looking hot. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hadders just took a bit of a smack. Ooh. Ooh, okay, Ahsoka down. Let's just do a short ult. I know it's right there at the end, but I'm like, let's just not take chances. Let's do that. Let's pass that there. Oof. Okay, Dre's down. Let's protect Cat. Oh wow, Kenobi's down. Wowza. Yeah, let's pass that back to Kenobi. I feel like I need to give him the best chance of surviving here. Oof. Okay. Yeah, down. Alright. That was rough. I'd like to think we could clean up with Rey now. I could probably clean up with JML, actually, so... Again, it's a little... It's a little bit awkward. I don't really want using JML for this, but... On the flip side, it'd probably get you somewhere underwhelming anyway. So I feel like, at least with this, he is doing something that he's probably good at. Yeah, so they start with damage immunity, which is not good. Let's pass that. Put that on JML. And let's pass that to Luke. Yeah, he can't be marked, but at least he can take a few hits. Be a champ. Oh, I thought I clicked the coin. There we go. So, not the best of starts. So we go battle, loss. We got Dre out and we got Red Trooper out. But then clean up of JML. That was 43 in the end? Yeah, I think 43. Right, I think last time my Ufus did lose this, so I'm not... Or they nearly lost it, it might have been. I can't fully remember. Either way, I'm not taking it for granted that this is a slam dunk like I thought it was, but hopefully it's enough. Also, note to self, do not use cleansers. Yeah, just double checking, not a cleanse. Yeah, so let's just do that. Just making sure I don't deathmark Starkiller. Damage immunity is nice across the board there. Even if it's kind of frustrating that they're taking so many turns. Okay, very good. Let's throw rocks at 9th. Go on, throw a lightsaber. Oof. I'm glad that damage immunity kicked in. Oh, you lay off her. Little gits. Alright, 61. Not clean, but we got through at least. Right, next up was Balin. Marok-Kron. Again, it's nothing too crazy, Maroks, but it's something. Alright, we'll call the assist. And just spell whatever we can. Go on. I knew the worthless guy would be back, so just bide our time. I don't think this really will matter. Oh, okay, it did. I honestly didn't think we were going to get Luther now. I was even saying to myself, oh, this is a waste of time, but apparently not. 35 stacks, we can afford to do that. I'm just wary of using that AoE and taking out... yeah, like that. I knew Hondo was going. I'm hoping that... I'm sure I've heard people say it doesn't matter for banners, but still, I'm just a bit cautious on it. Yeah, 65. I will take it, but that felt very awkward. Alright, and finally, Gungan's here. I'm sure there was one where I had max health. There we go, max health, there we go. I actually thought it was the purple set that was on, so that's where the confusion kicked in. Alright, let's just go for Trench. They may have tactical supremacy, but I've got Jar Jar, so which one's better? Right, bye-bye Trench. Yeah, like one. Let's do that. Just cleanse all that. Coolio. Let's go for Newt. I don't want him extorting me. And now I'm kind of reliant on Jar Jar just while this Deathmark situation's going on. I say Jar Jar just for the fact I know he can insta-kill on basic, but it's a 1 in 10 chance if I recall correctly. Alright, he's out of Deathmark and he's out of damage immunity, so we're all good to go. Damn Dryads. Alright, I was going to say that would have been annoying if Django had kept healing up protection and we couldn't whittle him down well. Still 65. Okay, so that was kind of what I was expecting from the front wall. Hopefully we've got room to recover. We've got Maz, Great Mothers and Iden. Okay. Some things to be concerned about in there. 1 second. Okay, let's just reload the game. So, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do with Iden. My gut is saying we could probably lowball it. But I don't know with what. Maybe Ray can take out Maz. I've never tried it, but... We go Ufus, we got Ben. Spectre, we got Ezra. Then Jedi, we could do Barriss and Kenobi. Trouble is, I don't know if Mace could take out any of these. I think Mace would struggle with the Great Mothers because they're quite good at taking him out. Not perfect, but they're quite good. Hey up, Ada, how you doing? You rise from the dead. Was it that good a night last night? Ooh, hang on. That could be good for Iden. That could be good. Oh, I'm sorry to hear it wasn't a good night. He was hoping, at least. I know the feeling. I feel like some nights I do take a bit of time nodding off. I know for myself, I have irritable feet at night. I don't know what causes it. I have to have tablets just to settle my feet down, just so that I'm not twitching all over the place when I'm trying to go to sleep. It's not the same thing, but, you know, that does add to it, you know? I'm going to add this one instead. Oddly enough, my mum has it as well, so it's not uncommon around these parts. Alright, I think we got a rough plan. I'm wishing we got something better for Queen, because I'm not sold on Treya. nothing in my reserve roster, if you like, screams out, oh, this is better. So, yeah. Saul's kind of looking at me for it, but again, I think that's just from an old Datacron. 3 o'clock, so we've got a fleet payout. Cool. So let's start dealing with this wall. Let's start with the difficult one. C and Bane with the Darth Vadercron. It's open, it's enough. We'll do that even though it misses. Not necessarily for banners, it's more just a case of I feel like this is the best counter I've got available. Like, I've placed the Great Mothers on defense, which is sometimes an option. I'm not sure if it would have worked this time, but maybe it would have. And the other counter I would tend to use is Slacker or Leia, and both of those are on defense as well. Yeah, but honestly, Bane wants to work in a duo. Darth Bane's entire thing is put me with C and we're good together. Add anyone else and we're in trouble. Right, I want to try and keep us in the game a bit longer without ulting. Just try and build up a mastery. I'm just wary that if I let go too long, we might lose one of them. Let's just relink, it'll pass some turns. Yeah, for the past, I think it's 18 months or so now, Bane's been like one of the most OP characters just for the fact that he can pretty much... Oof. Yeah, I made a mistake there, I think. Yeah, okay, ult we go. Yeah, he can do a lot on his own, essentially. Well, not on his own, but with one Sith ally. Oof. So we're not going to kill Ezra. I can get Hera. Oh, I didn't even get Hera, damn. Oh, damn. Okay. I don't think that's worth carrying on with. Alright, we're moving on to the backup plan, which is worse. It's about 18 months. Let's, we're going to have to give this a go, and I really don't want to because it means Bo gets worse. But let's see. Okay, we do that just to trigger the foresight, and then we can cleanse the taunt. Ugh, this is not good because it's going to be that. Yeah, okay. We're probably not getting through. No, okay. I've still got Rey. I was going to use it on the pirates, but I think I need to give it a go here. Yeah, this one's not playing out fun. It's got to be sad. I knew it was going to be an easy one, but I did shift things onto defense, trying to compensate. It hasn't panned out, though. This is not the right Raycron either. Might need to switch that around. Yeah, in some ways it might be good to leave it, but also I know I'm not going to do well if I don't get rid of it, so it's kind of, do you sort of just keep ignoring it, or do you just get on with the problem? Ooh, that was not good. Let's do that, I guess. Alright, Ezra got fractured. We can't mass assist on him, so we'll just base it. I think they were trying to mass assist on Ezra then, so that worked in our favour. Let's put this on Ben. Pop that on Ray. Again, we ult. Ahsoka ults. Still a taunt, so I've got to base it. Pardon me. Alright, as Barriss is exiled. I say that, so is Kenobi. Okay, we did dodge there. We've lost Barriss. I could really do with Ray dropping a little bit so that I've actually got... okay. That was kind of what I wanted. I wanted the Whirlwind, but we're also ability blocked, so timing-wise, not great. Okay, Sabine's going. Kenobi will take a turn, but he's stunned, so it won't be a turn. It's a turn, but not as you know it. Oof. Okay, we lost Kenobi. Alright, I actually want Whirlwind. Ugh, that did not do what I wanted. Okay, Ezra's still being Ezra, that is good. He's not as high relic as I'd like, but he's still doing the annoying things. Oh, you little swine. Oh, you little swine. Okay, we got someone. We got Sabine. Okay, can we kill? Yes. Again, pop that on Ben. Right now, I would say Ezra's been our MVP. As annoying as he is for them, he was our saviour. I'm going to say healing immunity. Man, oh man, oh man. I mean, it's filthy, but I'll tell you what, if this is a good way to take out Ahsoka without those tunes I've placed on defense, I will keep it in mind. Okay. 27. Jeez. Yeah, we got through, that is the main thing, but it's cost us quite a bit. So these have got to be moved from here. Battle loss confirm. Just for the sake of adding it in. Oh, I didn't click on it. We used that, and even though I wanted it here, we didn't save the Rolocron, so this is where we could lose now, the fact that I might not be able to get through Lord Vader. Hey up, Ruth Vader. I am, yeah, I'll be honest. I feel like it's not helping me, as it were, today, but I'm plowing on. Did I just place it there? I didn't mean to do that. I've just got blocked by some of my own defensive placements, if that makes sense. I've put Slacker layer down on defense to try and mix things up, and it was probably not the right time to experiment, but I feel it might pay off if I can still get through Vader without this Kron. Battle loss, confirm. Then we just use this, and I didn't even see the banner, so I'm just going right banner confirm. Yeah. I wanted to try and throw a curveball because I felt like I was having a few too many easy clears on my defense, so I thought let's put something a bit tougher down, and trouble is then you're finding it a bit difficult yourself. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing with Maz now. Oh, and Great Mothers are on defense as well. I really went for it on defense. You know what? I'm going to save that Jawa Crom, just on the off chance the Jawas can do something. So, I know that's absolutely crazy, but maybe they'll surprise me. So, I start with that. Maybe some extra turn meter could help us out. It's got a bit of crit avoid. Trying to think if there is something else that might be more beneficial, but maybe that. Crit damage, offense. Oh, of course, yeah, because the dots. I forget about that with Lord Vader. Yeah, so the turn meter gains are useless. Maybe just go for the speed then. You know, actually, I wouldn't mind using that. I don't plan on using Iden for anything, so I might as well just borrow the stats. It's a decent spread. Alright. This is going to be rough, though. I mean, I haven't done it without Rolocron. Ideally, I could just get into a two-shot. Go on, we'll poop. There we go, the 20 stacks. Let me just condense. Let's see if we can get Scorch out. Daze them, or add some days. We'll protect IG-12. Let's call in Bow. Oof. Oh, don't like that. Ooh, don't like it, don't like it. Stop going for my bow. Wow. Wow. Really not liking, and she's down. Can we please just get rid of Scorch at the very least? Make that worth the sacrifice, as it were. Okay. Alright, go on, poop. Days. Yeah, we can't take Apo out, so let's do that. Just for a minute, just to target someone. Let's just keep that there. How they targeted Bo and the fact that I'm still standing is remarkable in a way. I say it because by now I should be dead and buried. I mean, I don't see any way I get Lord Vader out here, but I might as well just keep chipping away at it. I'm thinking to myself, Mon Mothma could maybe clean this up now because we've got Luthen available. It's the preload issue that is a bit of a problem. Oh, no, not so. Yeah. Okay. Just the fact that we haven't got the dots makes that a lot more possible. Alright, clans. Just want to try and get Kyle a turn. Don't know why I did the special there. Just keep going, keep going. There we go. Absolutely mental that Mon Mothma can do that, but we'll take it. See, X2's been a bit annoying here. Alright. It's a clean up, 44. Okay. Still a long way to go here. I mean, the fact that I'm using quad May here is kind of like... It's not what I choose to do, let's put it that way. I can't even remember what Cron did I say I was going to use here. Oh, I was going to use the Ray Cron, which I've already used. Let's go for that. This trouble with the losses, they kind of make me lose focus on actually keeping track of things. Okay, not fun. That's okay. Not pleasant, but I think we can get around it. Just basics. Actually, I need to focus on Ray for a minute. Okay, this is going to be awkward because she's got 2 stacks of inspiration. But, okay, we're fine. Varys is still there. Let's dispel what we can. Ooh. Okay. Chill. I get it, you're upset. Let's not do anything rash. You know what? Let's apply that there and do that. Okay, Barris is just going a bit cray-cray. Alright, again, we're stuck behind the ult. I'm expecting to have to resummon the Handmaiden in a minute. Okay, not fun as well that we're ability blocked. Let's just do this for a minute. Just timing-wise, very unfortunate. Okay, 1 down. Again, we're ability blocked, so we're going to just tank for a minute if we can. Okay, we should get... Oh! Okay, we're okay. Chill. Who was worried? I wasn't worried. Let's do that. I feel like we've got to get Cal out of this equation. He's just a pain to keep having to work around. Okay, let's just go over there a second. Oh, okay. Days, of course. Oof, wow, bugger. Friggin' Nora. Have I said before how I'm missing that support cron? Bleeding hell, I don't think we're going to have enough here. Yeah, they're going to take turns before I can even... Yeah. Okay, come on. Okay. Okay, Barris is out. That's something. We're ability blocked again. Not good. We're also handmaidenless. I mean, it's more important that we're queenless, to be honest. Yeah, we're dead here. It would have been nice if Ray had have done something else there, but... Okay, so we got the sides out. That's something. I'm gonna have to come back to that. That's a problem and a half for me. Right, Sith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's apply that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. That's a very tricky one to lose. Alright, hatred. Bring down the pain. Shack is annoying. Oof. Okay, basic again. This battle is so annoying because you're kind of just waiting for get the handmaiden down. It's like, come on, can we just go faster? Ooh. Taking my irritation out of my mic, apparently. Okay. I know it doesn't do anything, but I'm just hoping I can hit something that isn't... Oof, this is scary. I say, please keep that taunt up, Savage. I think Sion's forgotten how to taunt. Oh, okay, Talon's gone. Oh, we're gonna... Oh, God, this is horrible. Okay, I've just seen she's in the red. Right. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Have that. Ugh, oh, damn it. Alright, just delete. Right, no more handmaiden. Horrendous. We got 2 cooldowns increased. Right, hatred. Bring down the pain. Shack is so annoying there. Come on, Nihilus, I need you to get in the game, man. Oh, okay. Come on. Power down, right. Tenacity up is making this very difficult. Okay, 2 cooldowns increased, so that should get us our Annihilate again. I think I might have to put it on full auto, though. I'm hoping this is an Annihilate. There we go. Alright. We might be able to 3-man this, or 2-man it, depending how many we lose here. Oh, wow. I didn't think Nihilus was struggling that bad. Come on, Sion. Buff immunity, man. Shack and Echo were really doing work for him then. Just kept us locked down enough that I couldn't really get out. Okay, so with this, I feel like bounty hunters could do a decent cleanup. But I'm also thinking of Ray a little bit, like maybe I can use bounty hunters to snipe there, so I've got something a bit smaller here. You know what, again, I'm going to come back to that. Well, this has been a mess enough. Alright, I am pretty sure that... one part with the raid.
Here. We have a supporter. Thank you for supporting JJ's Productions. Thank you.
Thank you for the raid, Womp. This has been absolutely horrendous. We got these three out. Thank you very much for the double raid. So, just to recap for those of you joining, I decided to go a bit different on defense. I placed my layer. I placed Great Mothers, Slacker. I've got Jabba back there, and I've got Maz, which is kind of decent right now. So, yeah, I was thinking, all right, I'm going to make my defense a lot more tougher, and I'm going to try and just piecemeal my way through any potential defenses I face. It's going as you might expect. I've tripped on Rey, I've tripped on Ahsoka, I've got to clean up Queen, I've had to two-shot Lord Vader, I've had to two-shot Slacker. So yeah, it's been a mess. I haven't got a plan for Maz right now. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess, yeah. Let's go for this right now. Let's just try and get a one-shot under our belt, because I feel like it's been a while since we've had one. And hopefully we can work something out. I mean, I've tried to save a few crons just in case something comes into play where it's like, try this, but... Oh, God. Alright, let's pop that off. We'll jump. Put some fear out. Ooh, okay, let's just stick here for a minute. That's it, we like that. Let's just keep the debuffs coming. Fear 'em. Just keep it coming, keep it coming. There we go. I would like him down before Malchus's health looks a bit too squishy. And getting Night Trooper out now seems a good idea considering the Datacron. Okay, 65. Better result than the last few. I don't know if Mace has any legs against pirates. He might, because he's got anti-revive stuff. I think I'd try it. Let's go with this one. I've got no idea though. The pirates are still a very new faction to me. Let's just use that for now. Okay, Quigold's revealed. There's just something inherently funny about saying that. I think Smee's got to be the target now, even though I would like Hondo out. I could believe that. I feel like Raven would be something that would be very difficult to prevent, shall we say. Okay, that worked out quite well. Okay, that's... okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I know it's not the worst thing in the world if she uses a rifle, but I would rather keep the banners. Okay. Dispel. Counter, please. Okay, kinda did. Right, banners aren't with us, but it's still a win, so I'll take it. Yeah, I kind of got forced into it, so that's probably why a lot of people haven't. I'm definitely in awkward territory. Danger Will Robinson danger kind of stuff. Oh. Come on, Womp. Get in here. Come on, Womp. Don't die. Just don't die. There we go. Get in the game. Roar. Roar. There we go. Come on. Bit more. Yeah, of course, there's going to be one of them. Gotta just ramp up. Is it bad that I've got Katy Perry in my head at this point? Genuinely, if I could find a way of muting it on YouTube, I would have just been. I would have started playing that right now. Go on, roar again. Okay. Slam the ground. Come on. Roar. One down. And of course we're stuck behind Iden. Okay, we got the Stormtrooper out. We're getting somewhere. It's slow, but we're getting somewhere. Slam the ground. Lovely. 68. You did me proud, Womp. Okay. I said it before, I feel like I'll probably need some form of snipe to deal with this. I'm thinking Aura, Mando, Zam. Yeah, I think I'm alright having chance to dispel so that Mando's got the best chance of not being ability blocked or anything ridiculous. Come on, pop your taunt. Go for Ben. That's brilliant. Brilliant. Roar again. Oh, instant friggin' defeat immunity. Damn, yeah. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Let's just do that to hit the inspired. I don't bloody believe this. Hang around, Mando. Hang around. We might be able to get you back in for another go. Raw. 1, 2. Oi. Oi. Okay, we're still in, but we're not in well. Ugh. Can we go for Ray a minute? We're going to lose Mando, aren't we? Yeah. Bloody hell, we lost everything but Bosk. So annoying. If I'd have held the instant defeat, so I'd have been alright. Alright. This is something that I know I can't use anywhere else. Well, on Ray, I should say. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it bad that I kind of want Qui-Gon to die? For banners, I shouldn't be willing it, but just for the fact that I want this round to get done a bit quicker, I'm like, please, just go. There we go. Alright, 36. One team left, but naturally the most difficult thing to take out of the bunch. Yeah, let's go bulk and armor pen. Right. Inflict him with that. Let's summon the droid. Burn, baby, burn. Yeah, let's torture Cal. Alright, this is awkward. Okay. I'm still standing. Can I stun? Yes, okay. Won't mean for much if Afra dies, but let's just take it one step at a time. Well, let's say if she dies, she's not gaining any health, so... Let's try and do that. Ooh. Okay. Armor shred. Oh, you little swine bag. Oh, okay. It's just Ray. Okay, I can actually cope with that. That's fine. Not entirely sure what we clean up with, but I'm sure we've got something. Oh, sappies. Even though it is kind of trashy, this did work last round. Okay. Burn, baby, burn. It's got beyond trench because, yeah, it's not good. All right, yeah. Right, front door's just knocking. Awkward time, but let's do it. All right. Basic. Try and reduce the turn meter gains. Now survive. Good. And she's down. 28. 4-3-2-2. More of a football formation than a Grand Arena clear. Man, oh man, oh man. Okay, Leviathan, Executor, home 1. Let's do the Leviathan mirror. We do Profundity and Executor could be a bit funky against home 1, but I think we chance it. Okay, yeah, so you got the Fury class. Practically, it would be useless. It's really meant to be like the tile ship for the Sith fleet. So, without Leviathan sort of being at the head, it's not that great. Yeah, because Leviathan is a pain in the backside to get. I assume that's the problem you're thinking about. I mean, again, you could probably use it. It's not like it's a terrible ship, but it really does synergize with Sith ships. It would be interesting for sure. Again, you could probably use it with stuff like TIE Dagger, you know, and it wouldn't be like the worst ship, but it doesn't get the same oomph as it does with Leviathan. Yeah, I respect where you're coming from. Endurance is a baby negotiator. Alright, there's fear there. Didn't land it there. Right, not perfect banners, but that will be okay. 75. I want to try this because I have not really given Executor a go against Home 1. My hope is that this is fine. I know that when B-Wing came out, they made a bunch of clips. I remember Gerbil doing clips about how to beat Executor, and it's kind of scary seeing that, knowing I'm doing this. Alright, let's put that there. Yeah, that's the B-Wing. No, they've already got Ghost, remember. Alright, that sucks. Well, that is true. It's gone to Captain Drogon, though. Their argument was that he had a B-Wing pilot's license or something. I mean, in a way, it is good for the player base. You know, a character that most people want to rally up quite well is now a pilot, so no one was complaining about it. It's just, like yourself, I think there's a bit of a, really, you did that? Yeah, they're going a bit cray-cray. Drogan, D-R-O-G-A-N. Yeah, he's a character they created. So, unique to SWGOH. Bit like Brood Alpha. Alright, we might as well pass this over. And we'll do a flyby. B-Wing. Yeah, B-Wing's made Home 1 quite competitive now. I mean, if you look at, like, what defenses are out there, a lot of people are putting it down a lot. I mean, I do. But I didn't need much encouragement. I've always liked Home 1. You give me an opportunity to put Home 1 on defense, I'm doing it. Heck, if I could find a use for it on offense, I'd start using it. Oh, yeah. Could be tilting as hell if the RNG went against you, but it was fun just in the sense of it used to really blow some fleets apart that it shouldn't do. I mean, it even beat Executor at launch, but I think it may have got beyond where it was. Granted, that was with Han and all that lot. Yeah. It was a great starter fleet for anyone who was just like, alright, what do I need? And it's like, yeah, just go for a Home 1. It'll just give you a ton of assists and you'll be fine. Alright. Decent. So yeah, terrible score, 17-14. I'm hoping I've given my opponent a problem. That's all I can say here. Because I feel like I created problems for myself by putting the defense down I did. So if they go looking at my front walls and say, right, I can do Leia, I can... Well, Leia's probably the only one that's a bit tough there, to be fair. But if they go, right, I can do that to Leia, then I can do this to this, this to this, this to this. I'm screwed because I've made this tougher without giving myself anything to work with. So that's certainly possible. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to win because that score is just absolutely trash. But I've kind of got to hope that they run into similar problems to what I did, but they've got less solutions. Which again is unlikely because they've got more GP than me, so therefore more likely more solutions. But we'll see. I mean, I enjoyed the Rey experiment today for what it's worth. I will probably stick to that regardless of what we do. I feel like Rey being able to clean up Ahsoka was very good. Oh, I'd say clean up. I think she actually did from the start, didn't she? So even though we did lose Barriss and Kenobi, it was still effective a one-shot if we'd have started with it. So I'd be more than happy giving that another go. I don't ever want to do Bo-Katan without the Rolocron again. That was rough. Yeah, Trey on my account is just not good enough to deal with Queen. So yeah, a few problems to deal with. But I've got a day and a bit to work out solutions. But yeah. It was hectic, but it was fun, that Grand Arena, I'll say that. So yeah, let's go here. Alright, so my plan had been, once I was finished, to raid into Wompratt, but Wompratt raided into me. So let's see who else is online to raid into. Brace fan. Let's head there. Just checking. Yep, we're all good. No worries, Ada. I've said it already. I will try and start doing things outside of this. I won't get into a bit of a flow with doing like streams at this time. It's like I'm going to do another stream on Saturday in the afternoon because this week's a good no football week. So yeah, if I find a little bit of time on Saturday, I'll do a little bit of, say, Henry Plinkman. Is it Henry Plinkman? Am I making that name up? I am going to on my desktop, otherwise I confirm it. But yeah, that's the thought anyway. I'll try and do little drips and drabs. Did I not say Plinkman? Or did I say Stickman? Or is it Stickman and I said Plinkman? Either way. We'll get onto it, alright? So yeah, because you know I like the idea of doing little odds and sods. So it'll be especially helpful if I don't have a big preamble like I did today with Fleet and TB. I said Plinkman is Stinkman. And Loop, thank you very much. At least we got the full clear. Even if we don't get the win, we got the full clear. I feel like I showed a bit of resilience. Alright, go and enjoy Braves, fan. I'm starting the raid, and yeah, have a good rest of your day. I will see you on Saturday, folks. Hopefully you've got time to tune in. Alright, bye-bye for now, everyone.